Are you trying to start it?
Yeah.
It says please stand by starting soon on the YouTube page and on the ministry podcast, like the official Google page. It just doesn't have anything. Oh no, it says I think it says live. Hang on one second.
Alright.
Let me reload the page again.
It's live in the corner of the screen now.
Yeah, it's live. Yeah, it's definitely live.
Yeah.
It says yeah, it's live.
Wow, my voice. I actually don't really sound like that in person. It's just because I get crap mics. That's normally why I sound like that.
Mm.
Like if you met me in person, I would sound completely different. So here we go. Let me just start us off. What's up, everyone? Ninja here, and today, welcome to the first ever episode of the Ministry of Podcasts. It's an idea I've been having since I started YouTube back in 2012, I think, or 11. One of those years, I can't remember. Uh, anyway, I'm finally doing it, and today we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble. And I got a few questions before going into this, and one of them was, will I show my face? Yes. Let's get right here. Uh, and do you have next gen? Which was another question asked by a friend of mine, and yes, I do. I've got the Xbox One, which is really good. I'm kind of having trouble recording it at the moment, so once I get that done, I can do some next gen. And also, the other question was, will I be doing another one of these? And that'd be a yes. uh, there was going to be other people in this, except for me and Ethan. There was going to be Mr. Zeverman 1-2, but he's doing some college stuff right now, so he will not be joining us today. And also, Angle with Tango is also going to be on, but he is not on. And this has got 2 viewers already. Wow. Okay, so you heard anything good about the Royal Rumble?
Well, one thing that I found interesting is that Justin Gabriel recently quit WWE.
I just read about that.
Yeah, I saw he was trending on Twitter. I was like, oh, because for some reason I thought yesterday was Sunday. I don't know. It just felt like a Sunday to me. So I was like, oh, did he win the Royal Rumble? What the hell? And so I look at it, and then I'm like, oh no, he quit. Like, I don't understand why you would want to quit WWE though.
I'm
I
guessing it's
mean, they
probably
might
continue.
it might have been because they weren't really giving him much to do lately. Because basically all he's been doing since the core ended was just like single matches on main event and superstars, and he's pretty much a jobber.
Because back when Justin Gabriel first appeared as Nexus, I always thought he would have been a great mid carder.
Hmm.
I've been waiting for him to be NFL champion since.
I loved his I loved his 450 slash.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Adrian Neville just makes me think. He just makes me think when Gabriel was still on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
And also, did you hear about The Rock is in Philly tonight?
Ooh. Wonder what he's going to be doing.
And according to Sky Bet, he is actually one of the people are thinking that he might win the Rumble.
Is he going to be in the Rumble?
I'm not too sure. It may just be to confront Rusev or
Yeah.
like when he was on Raw, or just confront someone for his WrestleMania opponent.
I really hope that it's not Rusev and The Rock at WrestleMania. That would be a waste of The Rock.
Yeah.
I want to see
And
Rock versus Seth Rollins, honestly.
that'd be pretty good. There's also rumors on Sheamus returning,
Yeah, that's possible.
and also many people believe that he may be turning heel by eliminating Daniel Bryan in the Rumble, or Dean Ambrose, or Dolph Ziggler.
Mm.
If Sheamus turns heel, who do you want him to face at WrestleMania?
Uh, that's a hard one. Honestly, I kind of want to see a John Cena Sheamus match.
Now that I think about it, has John Cena even beat Sheamus by pinfall or submission?
I honestly have no idea.
Because every time I see them in a match, the match either ends in DQ or count out.
Yeah, I know.
Never really seen Sheamus pin or Cena pin Sheamus at all.
So, who do you think's gonna win the Rumble?
I don't really know at the moment. I like to sometimes like just pick a random number and just see who comes out and see who wins it.
Yeah. Honestly, wait, I'm not 100% sure about this, so I'm gonna ask you: is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match before or after the Royal Rumble?
I think it might be before. I think the reason they did it back with Punk and Rock is because they thought that would be like the big draw, which it kind of was.
Yeah.
And
Um.
also, then you.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just saying.
All right, and last but not least, returning is some ECW originals return since they are in Philly.
Oh, who's returning?
Supposedly RVD
Yeah,
and
yeah, I heard about
Dudley
RVD.
and the Dudley Boys.
Oh, the Dudley Boys, really?
Yeah, since they left TNA, there's been talks on Bubba Ray coming in the Rumble for a while.
Um. So, do you want to start with the? Okay, so do you want to start with? What do you want to start with? Like, what match do
We
you
can
want to
talk.
start with?
Uh, well, I'm on the Sky Bet website and could just read like the 10 uh guys who have the best odds of winning the Rumble.
Mm. Who are
Uh,
they?
Rusev has a 20-1 chance. So does Bray Wyatt. Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose have a 14-1 chance. So does Seth Rollins as well, actually. The Rock's got a 6-1 chance of winning. Brock Lesnar has an 8-1 chance. Randy Orton has a 5-1 chance. Daniel Bryan has a 13-8, and whilst Roman Reigns is the biggest favorite to win.
Yeah, I want to see either. I don't want Daniel Bryan to win, honestly. I want either Roman Reigns or like I don't know. I want Roman Reigns to win, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
You're probably the only person, well, actually second person I've heard say that.
Yeah, I like watching Roman Reigns wrestle. Actually, he is he's one of the people I enjoy most watching wrestle.
Alright. uh, well, to be honest, I kind of want to see, like, I don't really like to see, like, guys who have just got into the singles scene just win automatically, because they kind of did that with Del Rio, and look what happened to him.
Del Rio. And also someone else who I'd like to see win is like to see Dolph Ziggler win.
Yeah, I kind of say guys like Dolph Ziggler should have won, like, because I think one year I was predicting Dolph Ziggler was going to win the Rumble, and even CM Punk, as a matter of fact, but they ended up not winning when I thought they really deserved to win.
I don't mind seeing Randy Orton win either.
Hmm.
RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah. Also, so let's get down to the matches. So the first match is a six-man tag team elimination match between the New Day versus Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and Adam Rose. Your
I
thoughts?
think I'm gonna pick the New Day in that match. One, because Biggie Langston is just awesome, and he's just so strong, and I think that he's gonna be he's gonna do big things for the WWE. And also Kofi Kingston, he's a longtime veteran, and everyone likes to see him wrestle because of the way he jumps around the ring. Xavier Woods, I don't care too much for him, but the thing is, I don't like the fact that I like Cesaro more as a singles person than when he was with Tyson Kidd. And Adam Rose is just dumb.
Yeah, I can't believe that. What was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, and I was just looking at this thing. Apparently, they're bringing in Adrian Neville as Mighty Mouse, and they're like, oh, and some people are like, oh, I wouldn't be surprised because they turned Leo Kruger into Adam Rose.
Mm. So who do you think is gonna win that match?
Uh, Normally they go for the most over guy winning, and since Philadelphia is filled with ROH and ECW fans, I have a feeling Cesaro could probably be the sole survivor of the whole thing.
Mm. All right, so I guess we have differing opinions there.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the next match? Is it the tag team match between the Usos and Miz and Mizdow?
Well, this list isn't in a particular order. I'm just reading it.
Uh,
Then there's the New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension. Your thoughts?
I think that they're gonna have the Ascension win. I think they're doing the same thing that they did with Chris Jericho and Fandango at WrestleMania a few years ago. I think they're using the New Age Outlaws just to put the Ascension over.
Like when I read this match, I was thinking of what TNA did with Ethan Carter the Third.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
they just had him face legends until Sting came out, and they had their pretty bad match, Genesis Part One.
Mm.
And I'm guessing, and I was just thinking to myself, what if they bring back Santino and Kozlov for this and all that?
Yeah, I think Santino. I think didn't Santino have to retire due to like a neck injury? I thought I heard something about that.
Yeah. Apparently he wants to come back, apparently.
Hmm. All right, so who do you think is gonna win? Oh, I haven't even told you who I thought was gonna win the tag team match. I'm going for Miz and Mizdow. Honestly, I don't like what they're doing with Miz, but what they're doing with Mizdow, I kind of it's so dumb that it's funny to
And
me.
there's a lot of people going for Mizdow winning, to be honest.
Yeah,
Uh,
I want them to win.
uh, to be honest, this is how I am. I thought the Usos was going to turn heel because back when Jimmy attacked Miz. Wait, was it Jimmy or? Yeah, it was Jimmy that attacked Miz.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because he was like sort of courting Naomi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Jay was just looking at Jimmy weird, and I was thinking, wait, what if they could probably turn Jimmy heel and have them face off?
Yeah, I like kind of like a Hardy Brothers match.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think that what's going to happen is that like Jimmy is going to end up getting like pinned, and then Jay is just going to like get mad and just like attack him, kind of something like that, maybe.
Plus another thing, there's also rumors about Miz and Mizdow fighting at WrestleMania as well.
It's
Uh,
possible as well.
well, I'm not sure if you watched some of CM Pulse's review videos for pay-per-views, but he was talking about a match between Miz and Mizdow in a winner becomes the Miz match.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Just imagine send up Mizdow just wins and and he just comes out.
Yeah, Miz has to be called Miz has to just be called Mike now.
Yeah, just Mike.
Not even the Miz anymore. You're not even Miz status anymore. You're Mike now.
Alright. But apparently they're going to have the Ascension win the belts at Mania, supposedly, and apparently they want them to be Kendrick and London's record. So any chances on London and Kendrick ever returning?
I don't know honestly. It depends on what they're doing nowadays. I haven't really been keeping up with the two of them.
I think they're in Ring of Honor now, but apparently they were saying copies of 2K15 down. I can't remember where the place was, but I remember there was announcements with them two saying they were saying copies of 2K15.
Mm, it's possible.
But plus, they were also scheduled for an indie event that was happening in that location as well. So maybe it's just to promote that.
Maybe.
Uh,
So, have you heard that the WWE is being sued by two of the NXT superstars?
which ones is it?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll look it up real quick.
All right.
Um, you can go ahead and ask me some more questions or something if you want while I'm looking.
Another match is Paige and Natalia versus the Bell Twins. Your prediction?
Um, Honestly, I haven't been keeping up with the Divas really.
Yeah, the matches are so short, and plus they don't use the divas right, and plus
I
I think
watch WWE on Hulu Plus, and I usually just skip through the Divas matches honestly because they're just so boring now.
it's not like what they used to be, where they were actually good enough to main event the show. Plus, if you compare like a divas match in a WWE divas match on Raw to a TNA Knockouts match, you can really see which one's
TNA
better.
knockouts.
Go on.
Yeah, TNA knockouts. Yeah, honestly, I don't watch TNA anymore. I used to, but then once like Sting and all them left, I just had no interest anymore.
TNA still has a couple good guys like Ethan Carter, Bobby Roode. I would say Eric Young as well, but he's kind of getting stale now.
Yeah.
Ever since they turned him into Daniel Bryan, he's starting to get stale.
Oh, it's Big Vito and Adam Mercer. That's who's
Ah,
suing WWE. I've heard of Mercer. I've never heard
Big
Big.
Vito's that. I think Big Vito's the guy who used to come in a dress and all that. I'm pretty sure.
He was a big guy. I just know that because they showed a picture of him. I'm not sure. I never watched NXT.
He wasn't on NXT. He was actually on SmackDown back in 2006.
Uh, I didn't watch WWE back then. I started in like 2008, I think.
Uh,
So,
Next match. Well, I just talk about the triple threat match now.
um, wait, what'd you say?
The triple threat match.
Oh yeah, the WWE Championship one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think's gonna win that?
To be honest, I would think they should have Lesnar keep on to the belt, and plus, apparently he turned face for some reason, which I don't really see as a face turn. I see it as more of him just being angry at Seth Rollins.
Mm, yeah, I don't think that was much of a face turn. I think it was just like 'cause Seth Rollins is basically going after his title.
And plus, Seth Rollins is the #1 heel of the company right now.
And it's sort of like, you know how a few years ago that when Dolph Ziggler was healed, he tried to cash in on the Big Show, and the Big Show knocked him out. That wasn't a face turn for Ziggler. It was just when he was just trying to get the championship pretty much. So I think
Yeah.
that's pretty much what it is right now.
Yeah, but I don't like many people I think people saying that Cena is going to win, and Cena is probably pretty much the biggest pick to win. But I don't really think Cena should probably win at the moment.
Yeah, as long as Cena doesn't win, I'm good. Honestly, I want to see Brock Lesnar keep the title and have Brock Lesnar versus The Rock at WrestleMania. A
Oh yeah,
rematch.
but that was another thing I heard that apparently because they didn't do the Rock and Brock last year, because Undertaker pretty much wanted to face Brock himself.
The Undertaker's not wrestling this year, is he?
Uh, well, there's advertisement saying he is, but I just don't think he should wrestle. Plus, if he is going to face Sting, like if Undertaker's retiring, he needs to win. But if it's against Sting, I don't think Sting should lose his first and probably only match in WWE.
Yeah, I wonder who Sting's gonna end up facing at WrestleMania. He's gonna face someone. Well, I just don't know who. Maybe Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania.
I'm guessing that's what's probably going to happen because it's not going to hurt Triple H if he loses to
Yeah.
Sting. But if you have like Undertaker lose to Sting or Sting lose to Undertaker, it could probably hurt one of their careers, even though they're part timers.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so the Royal Rumble match. Who's your favorite for that match again?
Uh, well, I've kind of got a lot. I was saying Daniel Bryan or maybe Dolph Ziggler, one of them two.
I'm going for either Dolph's or yeah. Let me see. Let me look at the participants real quick. Yeah, I'm going for Dolph Ziggler or Daniel Bryan. No, not Dolph Ziggler or Roman Reigns. I didn't mean to say Daniel Bryan. I don't want to see Daniel Bryan win.
And supposedly one big thing is for either Rusev to face Daniel Bryan or Rusev to face John Cena. Your opinion on that?
Mm, Rusev and John Cena, I can see happening, but Rusev and Daniel Bryan, I probably would not enjoy that match.
Uh, what else? Let me see who's in the Rumble real quick.
I have a confirmed superstars thing. It says Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Rusev, Bad News Barrett, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, Goldust, Stardust, Big Show, Kane, The Miz, Damian Mizdow, R-Truth, Fernando, Diego, not Justin Gabriel anymore.
Not well. You can't always rely on like WWE confirmations because I think one time they confirmed William Regal was going to be in a Rumble and then they ended up not being in it. Sometimes
Yeah,
they
sure.
sometimes they add people just to get you to think that
You
thing.
know,
So
like in Royal Rumble, like 2012, they had like 100 people go out and like start fighting, and because they always had that big brawl on Raw before Mania, or not before Mania, before the Rumble, with all the participants, and they had a ton of people out there that weren't in the match, and I was like, okay.
yeah. So other possible returns you may think could happen.
There are rumors that DDP is going to be in it.
I've heard about that. I heard that. Which pretty much makes me think he won't be in the Hall of Fame if he's going to be in the Rumble, because they don't normally put them in the Rumble if they're going to be in the Hall of Fame. Because I think that's why they didn't put Jake Roberts in last year.
Yeah.
Because
Last year, last year I thought that at Mania they were going to do Dean Ambrose versus Jake Roberts.
would Jake Roberts be healthy enough to wrestle another match?
I have no idea.
Well,
Is
sometimes some guys may look healthy, but really they aren't. Like if you look at the Undertaker, you can pretty much you can now tell he's unhealthy now.
Same with Kane, honestly.
Yeah,
He hasn't been wrestling the same lately.
Kane has been quite boring this year, to be honest.
Yeah, corporate Kane, I didn't really like that angle.
If WWE aren't gonna if they don't want to get rid of Kane, they could always just have him in for like segments, or be like a manager, sort of like J&J Security.
Or maybe they could have him as like I don't want to say general manager because honestly I think that would hurt Kane's personality as like the big red monster if he was the general manager. But honestly, what they're doing with him now is just plain out dumb.
Yeah. And plus, if you watch some of Kane's recent matches, he wrestles kind of slow pace, unlike some of like the newer guys who wrestle at like a fast pace.
Yeah.
Because he had that really bad match with Daniel Bryan at Extreme Rules, and you could tell Kane was like struggling. He was like you can pretty much like tell he was like messing moves up and all that, and pretty much he was barely able to do a tombstone or that.
Yeah, definitely. I miss the days when and Jeff Hardy and all them were around, and then um, Kane tombstone the priest at Lita's wedding. That
Oh
was
yeah,
sick. That was sick.
yeah, that was pretty cool. So, and which NXT wrestlers do you think may be in the Rumble?
Adrian Neville, pretty much Adrian Neville for sure. I
Uh,
definitely think that he's going to be in it.
I was having a look at some of the guys who could be in it, and there was like a list of them, and I was thinking they're probably going to put someone who's currently not got anything for them right now, like who's currently not in a storyline. And the two names that of guys who weren't in storylines were Tyler Breeze and Adrian Neville.
Yeah, and also I think no, I was going to say the Ascension might go in the Rumble after, but I doubt it.
I think they want to just keep the Ascension away from the Rumble, sort of like when Rose Clay was here. He had a match with Drew McIntyre, and Rose Clay wasn't in the Rumble.
Hmm. So what NXT superstars do you think are going to be in it?
Either Tyler Breeze or Adrian Neville. But I've been hearing things about Sami Zayn going to be in, and then
Oh
Kevin
yeah,
Owens
I
in
hope
it.
that Sami Zayn is. I think that they're gonna have every NXT superstar that they had in 2K15 and be in the Royal Rumble. That would be pretty awesome.
Except from Corey Graves, of course, because he's retired now and because of concussions.
Yeah, that sucks. Honestly, I was looking forward to him going to the main roster.
I like the Lucky 13 finisher. I was kind of because I play Corey Graves on online, and I occasionally win. Mostly get guys like people that go Santino and all that. So I'm pretty lucky there.
Mm. So, what are your thoughts on 2K15?
It's pretty good, but I was kind of disappointed with the lack of creation and match types. But I realized that this is their first time doing doing the next gen game for the WWE series. So I'm guessing that the next game might be better.
Yeah, I didn't get it for one reason and one reason only. It's because I don't have a next gen yet. But
Uh,
I would get it, and also I'm also waiting for the career mode to be better. Because this year it was pretty repetitive. I saw in some videos.
to be honest, it was kind of, in my opinion, I played the career mode. In my opinion, it's fun when you're out of the porn center and NXT, because you're just facing like the random raid.
And yeah, and it was all like, and pretty much every video I saw at least like twice an episode. Whenever he would do matches, it would always be Vicky saying like, "I don't have anything for you, so I'll let you
Uh,
choose your match." That was pretty repetitive.
yeah, that gets way old real quick. So far playing it, I've had a storyline with Mark Henry, a storyline with the Shield, and and a storyline with William Regal.
Yeah, I think everyone gets the storyline with William Regal.
And for some reason, I was facing Corey Graves at pay-per-view, despite the fact we've not even had a storyline.
Yeah, okay, that's weird.
Alright. So, who will be... wait, I've got message on Steam. Oh, it's just one of my friends. Send me a message on Steam.
Hmm.
Uh, what else? So, which number do you think Roman Reigns? Who? I mean, which number? Who do you think will come in at number one, and who will come in at number 30?
Um, uh, that's a hard one. I think that they're gonna have probably. So they haven't had any storylines of people coming in at number one, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So I think it might be just kind of like random. I don't honestly. I think it's gonna be like maybe
Um.
kind of like a few years ago. It was like the Miz and Alex Riley started off one and two. I think it'll be kind of like that, maybe.
All right. And do you think Alex Riley will be in the Royal Rumble?
No, I don't. I think he's done wrestling. Honestly, I think they're gonna use him as more of a broadcast person because they
What?
haven't really had him wrestle much. I was kind of disappointed. I was looking forward to seeing him wrestle.
And one of my friends has just sent me a message saying Big E will be number one.
Uh, so I think it'll be maybe like Big E and maybe like Big E and like Stardust or Goldust or someone like that.
I'm just gonna see this Facebook message that someone sent me. If it loads any day. Just waiting for it. So let's go back to Big E. Back when he was on NXT, he had like a realistic gimmick. He had the 5 count gimmick, which I thought was pretty cool. But when he came up to the main roster, he never really used it. But sometimes you could see him like holding them down for longer, thinking they are going to do the 5 count, but they end up don't. So I'm guessing they pretty much stopped it.
Yeah, the 5 count gimmick, I thought it was okay. I mean, it showed that he was powerful, definitely, but I think that they just got scrapped that when they got to the main roster.
I don't really like that when they're on NXT. So oh, someone just said that my face pretty much is kind of off the camera, so I'm just gonna throw it on the camera.
Mm.
Alright. So, alright, because if you look at all the guys who have pretty much came to the main roster already, you've got The Shield, and The Shield are doing pretty well on their own. You've got... Who else was there? Who came after that? Was it Xavier Woods? Xavier Woods pretty much hasn't had a realistic storyline since coming up.
Xavier Woods, I actually didn't think that he would come up when he did. When I saw him come out with R-Truth as a tag team, I was like, really? Xavier Woods is on the main roster now? That would not have been my pick.
I find it quite awkward when they just randomly bring guys up without a storyline, just throw them with someone and no one even realizes that he just came.
Hmm.
Plus, I think wasn't the first storyline with Xavier Woods some storyline with like Brodus Clay or something?
I thought, yeah, it was like Brodus Clay. He was like dancing with like the Funkadactyls, and Brodus Clay got mad, and that's when he like turned heel, and then he just like left the company.
Went to TNA.
I haven't watched TNA in a while. Has he really done anything in TNA?
He's Ethan Carter, the first bodyguard.
Does he ever really wrestle?
So far he's wrestled a few tag matches and a match with Eric Young and Shark Boy. That's pretty much it. Plus plus I think he's booked for a handicap match at Lockdown against Rockstar Spud and Mark Andrews.
Is Rockstar split against Ethan
Uh,
part of the third now?
yeah, he pretty much turned face now, and they pretty much put the two British Boot Camp winners in a tag team now. Did you watch British Boot Camp?
I know I didn't know it's British Boot Camp. I don't watch TNA anymore
Oh yeah. Well,
because
there was a couple of good people on. There was guys like Grado, Dave Mastiff, Kaylee Ray, Nikki Storm, those guys. Plus, there was also a few former WWE guys like Rampage Jackson, who's on FCW for a while. Plus, you had uh, I can't remember his name in WWE. It was Oliver Gray and Matt Stone. I can't remember his name in WWE. I know he was on NXT, but I just can't really remember his name. I know his name's Matt Stone. Uh, it was Danny Burch. Danny Burch. That was it. Danny Burch.
hmm,
And in terms of Mark, and as you know, Mark Andrews won it.
yeah. So is there anything else you want to talk about?
Uh, does anyone that's watching this want to ask any questions to us? Never mind, I might not answer all questions. It's answer some of the ones that come up in the comments. What's this? Some people are sharing this. How long have we done this for? Good job, how long it's been on for. It's been on for 36 minutes. Wow.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's talk about more about the NXT. Well, the people that came up from NXT. Who was after that? I think it was Biggie. Biggie kind of had a storyline for a while. He was pretty impressive. He won the IC title, and but when the start of 2014 came, they didn't really have anything for him. So, and they had him lose the IC title to Bad News Barrett.
I was pretty disappointed when Bad News Barrett got hurt.
Yeah, well, at least he's Intercontinental Champion again, which is pretty good. A thing I've always noticed is normally when someone popular or someone who's getting over pretty well as a heel loses their mid card title, that normally means they're in contention of getting a push.
Hmm.
So I'm guessing that we're probably gonna have like Dolph Ziggler maybe be a contender win the Rumble or something.
It's possible. I hope that he can win. Him or Roman Reigns, as I said.
Yep. Let's see. Just people asking who's gonna win, but we pretty much already covered that already. Uh, back to the NXT guys. Who was after Biggie? I think it was Summer Rae. Summer Rae. Because Fandango was pretty much already on the main roster as Johnny Curtis.
He
Uh,
wrestled one match, got destroyed, never came back.
yeah, I feel when they sent Johnny Curtis back down to NXT, he pretty much had meaning to stay in the WWE again. When they had him feud with Derek Bateman, who's now Ethan Carter III in TNA. But I was shocked to see him come out as Fandango. But I think they pretty much made it good since he was heel. And plus, I'm not really a big fan of him now because I say his gimmick is getting pretty stale and all that.
Talk about
So
EC3.
yeah, no, I'm talking about Fandango.
Oh, I never liked Fandango.
Uh, he, well, he could have been Intercontinental Champion if he never got injured.
They were gonna make him Intercontinental Champion. The only reason
But
they had Curtis Axel win is because he was injured.
yeah. Plus, there's kind of a lot of people in the past that's happened to.
You know, like Chris Benoit before he died, he was supposed
Yeah.
to be
ECW champion.
Yeah, ECW champion, but he got hurt, so they had John Morrison be it.
I think that was when wasn't that when the incident happened, the whole double murder suicide incident.
God, when I heard about that, I was sad.
I think pretty much everyone was kind of like that when Benoit died. I
Everyone
think it
was
was
like,
kind of,
"Whoa!"
it
It
was
was
sort of
just
the
so
same when
sudden.
yeah, it was sort of the same when Eddie died as well. Because
Mm.
I'm sure I think WWE had plans to have Eddie beat Batista for the belt like down the line, but he ended up passing away and that never happened. What else? And how do you think that Bray Wyatt will be in the Rumble since he was one of the top guys to win? Honest, I bet.
I'm almost certain he's gonna be in the Rumble. I just don't know if they're gonna have him win.
Like, I think it's a bit early to have Bray Wyatt, like someone like Bray Wyatt, win the Rumble. I also kind of feel the same for Roman Reigns as well. I feel that it should just be people who are like ready for this, like Dolph Ziggler or even Dean Ambrose, as a matter of fact.
He
And
hasn't been confirmed for the Rumble yet, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in it.
yeah. Oh, and also it's also rumored that Shelton Benjamin will be in the Rumble as well.
Hmm. It'd be nice to see him in there.
But I think he's in New Japan Pro Wrestling right now. I'm not sure if he's left or what. But I'm guessing they could make some sort of deal because they normally do that with indie wrestlers. They can make up some sort of deal, have them on the show for like the night.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him there.
Also, do you think that? So, what matches? Plus, also the next pay-per-view is Fastlane. So, what do you think of that?
Um, I have honestly no idea at the moment. It depends on what. So it depends on what type of pay-per-view this can be. It just could be regular single one-on-one matches, or this could be something different.
Like when I saw the name Fastlane, and the first thing I could really think of was like Cars. Like back when they had the Over the Limit pay-per-view, that was when they had like cars on the stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I found was so weird.
Have like a car, have like an ambulance match.
One thing I think someone asked me about this. It was how would you react if if everyone just came down in a car, and I would just like to see what Wyatt would come down with.
Probably like a dune buggy.
Hmm.
Get a little car.
Uh, what else? And I think the reason they changed the Elimination Chamber is because supposedly some arenas have scoreboards, and it would be hard to hang it up on the ceiling because of the scoreboard.
Hmm. So is Elimination Chamber permanently gone, or is it just?
I think it's just. I think they're going to keep the match for another pay-per-view, like, because they used to have a New Year's resolution or revolution, whatever it was. It's been so long since they've had one of those pay-per-views. I've completely forgotten the name.
I missed
And
the Elimination Chambers that they had to do with the actual. It was actually for the championship. Lately,
yeah,
they've been doing it for the number one contender.
yeah, they normally misinterpret. Never mind. I just say something else. Off, what would I say? Because sometimes they normally misuse matches. Sometimes I'm saying why isn't this a title match, or why isn't the championship match
Yeah.
this? Like, cause I think one time WWE accidentally leaked one of the match cards, and they had to change the whole pay-per-view up.
Hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure there was going to be an Elimination Chamber match between CM Punk, The Rock, Big Show, Sheamus, John Cena, and Ryback, but because that was accidentally leaked, they had to change it.
Oh, that sucks. That would have been an amazing match.
I would have liked to have seen how The Rock would have done in the Elimination Chamber, since he hasn't really. I don't think he's competed in the Elimination Chamber. I don't think. No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
So he has or hasn't?
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I don't know. So is
I
there
don't.
anything else?
And WrestleMania, what would be your ideal WrestleMania main event using the guys who will more likely be there?
The Rock and Brock Lesnar. That's who I would want.
I
If The
think
Rock does
WWE tried
wrestle.
that before.
They
Yeah,
had a match a while ago, and the Brock Lesnar won, and then The Rock had to like retire or something. I thought I heard something about that.
didn't I think he like left for a while, then he came back and had the last match with Stone Cold at WrestleMania. The last Stone Cold, and then after that had a match with Goldberg.
Do you think Goldberg's ever gonna come back to the WWE?
Nah, don't really think so, cause I think Goldberg pretty much doesn't like Triple H or Vince McMahon at the moment. Cause I was watching this thing with Grado, and he said that he got to meet he got not Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, and he asked him the question, will he ever come back? And Goldberg said, no, Vince McMahon's a dick.
And I heard something like they tried to have Goldberg like hit a woman or something, and he wasn't too happy about that.
I think a lot of wrestlers mainly just don't want to come back because of how things are in the WWE at the moment.
Yeah, WWE hasn't been as good as it used to be.
Yeah. Because when I started watching, I think it was 2001. I started watching. I think I just missed the Attitude Era, but luckily since I have a bunch of Attitude Era DVDs, I can watch all that, which is pretty good.
Yeah, basically got the gist of the Attitude Era from the WWE 13.
Yeah, and plus you've also got the WWE Network, which pretty much lies and said they have every Raw and SmackDown when like there's only one episode of Raw from 2010. Your opinions on the WWE Network?
I don't have it, so I can't really
Uh,
give an opinion.
uh, uh, to be honest, it's worth it for the pay-per-views and NXT, but if you were expecting to watch like old episodes of Raw and SmackDown, you'll probably get disappointed because
I
it's not.
have I have Hulu Plus, so I can watch NXT on there.
Oh,
So
that's right.
that's the main reason I haven't bought it.
All right.
You just watch my Hulu Plus. I mean, the pay-per-views, honestly, they're not that big of a deal. I mean, a few like weeks after the match happens, I can just look it up on YouTube and watch it.
Yeah, you can pretty much do that nowadays. Because I think because uh, because in my country, like some shows are like on like a 1 week tape delay, so and plus people in Australia actually get the show early, so I can probably go on YouTube and just search that.
Hmm. So, is there anything else?
Let's see how long let's see how long this has been on for.
Like, probably about an hour and 48 minutes.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty good for a first episode. This is mainly just to see how the streaming would work. I don't really care that about 3 people probably watch this or two
I mean, it's
or
the
two
first
people.
episode and it's live, so that's probably why.
Yeah. Because I'm guessing most people probably have other things to do rather than just listen to 2 people talk about the Royal Rumble when
Yeah.
they would rather watch the Royal Rumble.
And it's
But
also
some people are
Sunday.
kind of interested in this. Oh yeah. Many people are probably tired on Sundays. Like I don't really enjoy Sundays at all.
And some people probably at church.
I don't really know anyone that even goes to church, to be honest.
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
And but you can tell outside. You can tell outside it's pretty dark by my window there.
Hmm. What time is it there for you?
Time right now is it's just coming up 7 in the morning, 7 in the afternoon.
Ah. Oh damn. It's well, it's 2 o'clock here for me. 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow. Huh. You know, over in America, does it get like really dark when it's like during winter, like
Yeah,
around 3 in the afternoon?
not like 3 in the
'Cause I
afternoon. Go ahead.
like what time?
It starts getting dark like where I live around like well, it depends on where you live in America. I live in the south, so it gets dark around like 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Uh, it's not like over here where it's like dark as soon as it hits 3:05. It's really dark. So guessing people who are at school who probably leave at like 3:15, or for high school it's 3:30. They're gonna go home and it's gonna be all dark.
Mm.
So it's so it's not like America where you can all where people at school can go home and they'll have a lot of time outside. And plus, the strange thing is, I never see anyone play outside. Like, I think when I was younger, I used to see everyone play outside, and I would also play outside with my friends. But now I just don't see anyone outside at all.
Probably because probably because they spend all day on like the computer and stuff.
Yeah, very much
You know,
so.
I'm on the school football team, so that's how I get my exercise.
Uh, yeah, I try doing sports. I think I was part of like a golf club for a while. Well, basically, it was an after-school golf club, but it was really good. Plus, I'm taking some sports courses. I was thinking of going to college to take the fitness course, but the fitness course is really for if you want to be a teacher or something. Which I was kind of wanting to do a sports course, so just in case like YouTube fails, I can always be an athlete.
Yeah, like I only have a few hundred subscribers. I'll go play professional golf.
Yeah.
Like major bank off golf, like Tiger Woods.
Yep. Do I just wrap this up now then?
Um, I'm ready to end it whenever you are.
All right. So hope you all enjoyed this. Would you like to say goodbye, Easy Ethan?
Well, bye. Thank you for coming by to watch, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at EasyEthan5316, and also subscribe to me on YouTube, youtube.com/EasyEthan5316. And have a nice day, and hope you enjoy the Royal Rumble, and I hope you enjoyed this talk show, pretty much.
All right. And hopefully next month we'll do Fastlane. I'm hoping to get Mr. Zebraman because he was going to be the original guest on this episode, but because he had college things to do, he couldn't really show up tonight. So hopefully you enjoyed this. See you later. Bye.
Bye.